Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. And don't forget, if you're new here or if you haven't subscribed yet and you want to be kept up to date with all the latest news regarding DWP and PIP and Universal Credit and stuff like that, I do go through all the sites to find out the latest news and let you know. So don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date with any new videos that I make. So, as we all know, as I've done videos on before, the Labour Party are looking at reforming the benefit system and universal credit. Now, this was something that's a legacy document that's come from the Conservatives, who apparently did this a little while ago to see how they could change the system to make it harder for certain people to get the higher level of help on benefits. So that's kind of how it stood. However, there is a judicial review been launched into this because there are certain people who believe that this is unfair, and there's an article which I'm going to show you now. Okay, so this is it. DWP benefit reforms to get people into work are a smokescreen for cuts. A disability campaigner, Ellen Clifford, says the work capability assessment proposals are motivated purely by cutting spending rather than helping people into work. So the Department of Work and Pensions has admitted it launched a consultation on disability benefit cuts that it framed as helping disabled people into work, despite having made no estimate of how many people would actually find work as a result. The DWP's proposals were to see the work capability assessment, which determines eligibility for universal credit, tightened in order to exclude more people from the highest levels of support. After a short 8-week public consultation on the menu of saving options in the autumn last year, the DWP opted for 3 measures in the Office for Budget Responsibility, later concluded would lead to just 15,400 people more people finding work by 2029, despite affecting more than 450,000 new applicants in that time, most of whom would lose up to £416 a month. Now, the plans have sparked a judicial review by disability campaigner Ellen Clifford, who says the plans were motivated purely by cutting spending rather than helping disabled into work, and that not enough information was provided in the consultation to allow respondents to understand and comment on the real impact. The proposals were initiated under the Conservatives, as we know, but new Labour government has not scrapped them. And Rachel Reeves has said that they would deliver those savings under the proposed disability benefit cuts as part of fundamental reforms. It's not yet clear whether Labour will keep the proposed cuts, and if it doesn't, it's unclear what their own reforms will be. However, as part of the proceedings about a judicial review, lawyers representing the DWP told the High Court on Thursday that it had not carried any evaluation of the employment impact or disability impact of any of its proposals before launching the public consultation on the 5th of September last year. DWP lawyers even claimed that one reason for the consultation was specifically to gather information on the likely equality impact of the proposals. They said the only work on the impact of the plans that was conducted before the consultation launched was audits of 300 previous work capability assessments to estimate how many people would be affected, which fed into uncertain calculations of potential financial savings from the different proposals. After the consultation, DWP officials adopted policy costings showing the spending and employment impacts, which fed into the OBR's subsequent assessment. The DWP's revelation that they carried out absolutely no employment or disability impact assessment has confirmed my fears. This rushed and disingenuous consultation was just a smokescreen for cuts. It was never a legitimate attempt to hear voices of deaf and disabled people or to support them into work. The reality, a lot of people will struggle to pay everyday bills if these proposed changes go ahead. Now, there's another bit down here which is very telling. The fact that lawyers for DWP have now confirmed to the court that no employment or disability impacts were carried out before the consultation began further supports her position that this was a money-saving exercise, disingenuous, presented to some of the most vulnerable people in our society. Thursday's hearing took place because the DWP was trying to resist disclosure of documents regarding departmental evaluation of the impact of its proposals. Last month, the High Court ordered these documents should be disclosed to Clifford's legal team, which the DWP then challenged. However, on Thursday, the judge Mr. Justice Linden dismissed the DWP's arguments and reaffirmed the previous order to disclose. She said that I'm delighted the judge has agreed that the DWP need to hand over these documents. Withholding key documents in the context of this legal claim undermines our ability to challenge harmful and dehumanising proposals effectively. Deaf and disabled people deserve clarity and accountability and to be consulted in a way that is fair, especially when our livelihoods are on the line. Rachel Reeves promised to deliver savings promised by the previous government when they proposed these reforms, and we are now asking the government to look beyond the savings and recognise real people who will be harmed. They should not continue with reforms when those impacted were not given any meaningful opportunity to explain. Clifford's judicial review is due to be heard on 10th of December to the 11th of December. DWP have said the work capability system is simply not working. It needs to be reformed or replaced as part of a proper plan to genuinely support disabled people into work, bringing down benefits bill and ensuring we continue to deliver the savings set out by the previous government. But these sort of changes shouldn't be made in haste. That's why we're taking the time to review this in the round before setting out our next steps on our approach. So that's a bit long-winded, but essentially what it's saying is that they didn't go into any proper assessment of this. They've just said that it needs to be done. They've just said it's basically just to save money. There's no actual evidence that it's going to get more people into work. And I'm going to be doing another video which is going to make that process of getting disabled and long-term sick into work even harder. So don't forget to stick around for that at some point. But let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts are on this. I'm pretty sure you're going to let me know, and I really do appreciate every single comment, and I'll see you next time.